I'm Norm Brown, the Te Pōhue community, and this is our community hall. At the time of Gabrielle, the power wasn't on, we couldn't use it. The kitchens were pretty small and wouldn't have catered for the numbers we got. We got about 150 people to 200 people every now and again down at the hub. So the hub was actually at the camp down here where the fire station is. So the fire station was used as the supermarket. We set that up so that people could come in and take what they needed, and the transport buildings were used as for stock food and general stuff, and the big area in front there we used to unload all the heavy vehicles that came down to clear the roads, and the helicopters used it for dropping gear off as long as they weren't the size of the Westpac helicopter, which is too big. The day after the cyclone struck, me and the local guy Murray went for a cruise, and we got about 50 metres down the road each way, all three ways, and it was all blocked. So we managed to get hold of the locals, found out they had diggers and drivers that could use diggers, and we opened up a four-wheel drive track from top of Te Okura all the way down to Glengarry Road. That took a day and a half, and we could get a four-wheel drive up. Murray and I also formulated a response or an email to Civil Defence and copied it into the wind farm that were there at the time. And they arrived the next day with a helicopter that we used for a week to identify locals that were in trouble and to get medication into the locals. Once we'd opened the highway up for four-wheel drive track, we went up and got a big generator, came down and livened up the whole of the camp. Once the finance became available, we decided to do the haul up and use that as our hub. It makes sense, we can house people in there, we can feed people in there and all that sort of thing. So now it's ready for 150 people can stay in there. We can run functions, we can do all that sort of thing to make it so we can go in and have a look at the hall and show you what we've done. Okay people, so we're back inside the hall here. The hall part of it we didn't have to do much to, except for heating. The old heaters were pretty power absorbent, so we've got heat pumps in now which can heat these things up in about 20 minutes to a nice temperature to keep us all warm. We also then put in a generator. Then we put in a gas that keeps the hot water going and our ovens going. We put in a big commercial oven, a big fridge, commercial fridge, and we expanded, took some walls out for the kitchen and expanded the walls. Locals are doing the showers up at the moment so we can have showers, and that's all gas driven as well. Got a diesel tank now, first diesel commercial tank in that uses card operated, so that keeps us going for that. And we're meant to be getting a petrol one shortly that'll keep the whole district going. Because at that stage, when over Gabrielle, we used 400 litres a day of petrol. We're pretty confident now that we can operate self-sufficient. The community can get together and do whatever we need, whether it's snow, whether it's tsunami, or where people are coming up from Napier, or whether it's an event like we've had.